Joe.
Happy New Year, Lyn-Dee.
Oh, my
Did you have a nice
goodness.
time up in New Hampshire?
I did. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I had an amazing time. And I spent Christmas in Orlando with my kids.
Oh, nice.
How joyful
Yeah,
to
nice.
be around children. Never lose the childlike within you. That's all I gotta say, huh?
My daughters are coming down in 2 days, and so I'm very, very happy about that.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, and as you know, we've been talking on Facebook, and you probably saw us on Happiness Jungle TV about the 3D vision board experience.
Yes.
And we wanted to talk again. People have asked, okay, what's the big deal? What's the 3D experience? Well, surprise! It's going to be a surprise. But the 3D vision board experience, what it is with the quantum physics, we know that as we feel, we create. As we think and as we feel, we actually create. And so that's what we want to be able to do with this 3D vision board. Okay? We want to be able to surround you. That's why we've asked you to send us a portrait of yourself, just a headshot of yourself. And we are basically going to make something for you that's then you're going to be able to surround yourself with your dreams and your thoughts and your purposes. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
And we're so excited. And it's like, as we get it, so we're funny, we're like kids. But the passion that we have, it's like, okay, you've already begun and the new year's here. It's like, do you feel that kind of intrepidation? It's like, oh, is this going to be any different than the years past, or what am I going to do? Do you even recall what it was that you put out, for your resolutions? And most people can't, and you can't blame it on the hangover, because I didn't drink last night. So we're here basically to help you enroll yourself into being your most magnificent self. Being your most magnificent self is something that actually takes more purpose. And it's like, we know that we were fed different things throughout life, through history, that we're not good enough, that we're not pretty enough, we're not successful enough, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And so what right is right now we get to make us. We get to make us. We get to choose. We get to dream. We get to have what is our purpose? What is our desire? We get to be able to have that. We get to be able to create that. We be able to get what's in my heart, and what's in my heart that I want to bring to the world. And we talk about these different things, and and all the policies and all the politics, and we're not even going to comment on it. But we get to comment on our lives.
Yeah, we just want to live in the now moment. That's what we want to do. We don't want to live in the past. We don't want to live too far into the future, but we want to manifest what we want in the future. But Joe, I think that the most important thing is people have to understand living in the now that's going to bring the joy and the prosperity and the empowerment to us.
Yeah, and the now is one of those things where the now is what we think, okay? And Florence Scovel Shinn is an amazing woman. She was a writer back in the teens and in the 20s, and she had coined the phrase that your word is your wand, okay? That you create with that. And The Secret talks about the fact that we create with our words, and we create with our emotions. And this is a part where what we want to be able to do is help you with this 3D vision board experience. So you can look at yourself wherever you want to choose to put this 3D vision.
It's very unique. You're going to love it. You're going, and wait for those that aren't registering and miss the event. First of all, there's going to be other events, but when you see what these 3D vision boards, these 3D creations are, you are going to wish that you were here with us on January 19th.
What is your desire? Have you ever been stumped at what's your desire? What's your real dream? And then if somebody says, it's like, oh, she wants a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend, okay? And it's like, okay, what, I thought you did maybe, so, but I know I do.
Sure,
and, and so for myself, and it's very interesting when I sit down with clients, and you do as well, and they say that this is what they want. And for example, I was working with a woman, and she wanted a sexy, boyfriend. But as soon as she said that, all of a sudden she became kind of a little bit less energetic. And I said, okay, so, and I knew exactly what it was, but I asked her, I said, okay, so what's your fear with that? Well, anytime I get a sexy boyfriend, somebody steals him. And so it's like, okay, so we need to make that woman strong to the idea of having a sexy boyfriend.
Yeah.
And so we want to be, and
you have to be specific. You have to really, Joe, when I throw out in the universe what I'm looking for, even in my next companion,
Mm-hmm.
I write down specifically what I want. On my 3D vision boards, I have taken pictures, not just to cut out pictures, but really be specific of what it is that we want. Yeah, I'd like to have a very good-looking man, but it's more than the good-looking man, right? Or the good-looking woman.
Well, certainly, and that's one of the things that with my work, I infuse everything that I do with quantum physics. Okay, quantum physics is basically to the nth degree. It's the power of manifestation. It's the power of thought. It's the power of projecting your thought. And so when we put these thoughts together, Oprah had a list of 152 things about the man that she wanted in her life. And so we're not going to be able to put 152 things unless you're really creative.
But they can put it in writing.
You can put it in writing.
And
also
keep it right next to that 3D vision board.
Yeah, but it's also something in the particular thoughts that we're going to help you create. We're going to basically have you infuse that with your own energy before you assemble this with our help into this 3D vision board. And so we're going to help you. We're going to lead it with some incredibly powerful manifesting meditations. We're going to do one-on-one time with you, one-on-one discussion. We're going to do group discussions, and we're going to do one-on-one energy clearing and group clearing. And so it's going to be festive. And as you can see, it's a beautiful location. I mean, it's beautiful. The room around us is
See
wonderful.
the fireplace? Yeah. Show the fireplace.
Yeah, the fireplace. So if you ever go to an event and you get cold, we actually we can control the thermostat, so we're not going to freeze.
Yes, yes.
And if you want to get a little bit warmer, you can go to the beautiful fireplace. And we're going to provide wonderful food. This restaurant's really, really nice, and we can definitely accommodate, vegetarians quite easily.
Yes.
And even the vegans, we have a couple of dishes for the vegans. The soup, however, does have a little bit of cream in it. But I'll tell you, the food is incredible. There's going to be coffee, tea, water.
Whatever soft drinks that you would like.
Any soft drink that you... and so... as you can see, it's like we're dressed up a little bit here. We want you guys to come just a little bit more dressed up than you would to a typical vision board thing. What can you do? And we want to have you dressed up in your mind too. And we're going to play incredible music. And if you want to bring a song or two, we can see about adding that to the playlist. But this is going to be a very festive event, very festive.
Yes.
And it's going to be about bringing out the most magnificent in you. So it's how many of you have ever thought, I can't do that? How many of you have ever thought, God, I wish I could have what they're having? Besides Harry Met Sally, So that's what we're about, is we're helping do that. And so I've led mastermind groups for years, and we've manifested incredible houses. I've helped people manifest houses on the water. And in different places in the country, having a house on the water is incredibly expensive, and they didn't want to increase their bill. And it happened. I've had people want to be able to manifest an incredible car or something like that. And there was a woman, and she wanted just a beautiful convertible. She was on a very limited budget. But you know what happened to her? She got a beautiful convertible with 36,000 miles on it for $2,000.
Wow.
And so like, okay, so, and some of you are going to, of course, want an $80,000 car, a $120,000 car. Those things are achievable. Those are doable. We help people manifest those kinds of things.
And it doesn't always have to be material things either.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. We're talking about health. We're
peace
talking
of mind,
about peace of mind, better relationships that, at night when you go home, that's one of the strongest things that I help with. I help families, and I help people and couples and just individuals create their peace within them. And that right there doesn't cost you anything.
Exactly.
And
I'm
super excited that, we shared with everybody, come dressed and feeling spectacular on that day. Can you imagine being in a room with 22, I say 22 because Joe and I are included, right?
Yeah.
But 22 people that are just full of excitement and hope. The magic of what is going to be filled in this room is going to be very contagious, and no doubt, you are going to take it home with you. You're going to take it with you wherever you go, whether it's into your businesses or wherever it is.
Yeah, and
It's
one of
gonna
the
be
things that I
great,
wanted,
yeah.
what you brought up so well about that it's not things and such like that.
No.
One of the things that I'm absolutely the most proud about in 2018 is I had a client that when we began the year, she said, I just don't know what my purpose is. She was able to retire very, very early. And so she was sitting there, young, beautiful, powerful, tons of energy, and she just had nothing. She was just like, what do I do with the rest of my life? And she had no purpose. Those were her words. And so we worked on it and we manifested it. And so she desired the clarity for her purpose. Mm-hmm. And so what ended up happening is when she finally just said, this is my major thing, that was about in April or so. And then in June, she came up completely with her vision idea. She came up with the idea of what it was that she wanted to do for her career. And now she's booked solid.
Hello.
She's absolutely booked solid doing her passion.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do is we don't want mediocrity.
No.
We want passion and desire. We want your passions and desires. And as you see, where it's like, we're incredibly happy about it. Because
Yeah.
when we get to talk about it and we get to work with you.
Well, you know what's really powerful, Joe, is that we are products of now what we bring to other people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know that I came from the School of Hard Knocks. And everything that I help people manifest into their lives is because I have been able to manifest the wonderful things into my life. So I understand it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm an author. I've got another book that's coming out. All of these wonderful, wonderful things is because I truly have lived what I now practice from stages that I speak at all over the world, and that I'm going to bring that afternoon.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys are just as excited to be a part of this event and to be able to take it all with you, because 2019 is going to be your year, and you are going to be able to live in every present moment of your year.
And one of the things I want to talk about, it was interesting because there was a woman that I was talking to just yesterday. And she was talking about the fact that she wants to do this, but she, you know, my best friend won't come. And I said, hey, what better thing to enroll your best friend in? And you don't need to share the same dreams, but you want to have your best friend be able to say, it's like, I've achieved this. And it's like, I've achieved this. And,
right.
and play spiritual leapfrog.
Yeah.
Spiritual, you know, in that encouragement. It's like, so.
Or let me take this one step further, okay? If you don't have a friend that wants to join you, fantastic, because you are going to be able to open up brand new relationships with when you first walk into the door, they're going to be strangers, but only for a second, because then they're going to become friends of a lifetime.
Yeah.
So whether you have someone to come with you or not, that's not the point. The point is for you to surround yourself with like-minded people who want to fulfill you with the best energy, because you deserve that.
You do.
Yeah, invite your friends to join us, but if they don't come, don't allow that to stop you from manifesting what you want in your life.
Yeah. Well, you know, we are here, and they just, you know, we're excited.
We're excited.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy
New Year.
2019.
Yeah.
We cannot wait to see you on the 19th. Now, you only have a few more hours to register and take advantage of the early bird bonuses.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we're trying to give you a gift, and so we want to make sure that you take, what are the bonuses,
Okay,
Joe?
so the bonus that I'm going to be doing is after I've spent an entire day with you getting to know your desires and your purposes, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a MP3 meditation file for you, and it's going to be a short meditation, probably 7 to 10 minutes, that you can take home. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your computer, you can do anything that you can use this meditation to add to your life, to add power to your life, to add encouragement to your life, add clarity, add peace. And so it's an incredibly personalized MP3 file from only information that you've shared with me that I give right back to you that you can play to enhance your life.
And that's a bonus. What's the value on that?
$97.
$97. And what I'm going to give you as the extra bonus for registering early before the 4th, before midnight of the 4th, going into the 5th, is that I want to spend time with you to help you create a new blueprint for a happier you, as well as give you a light therapy session. So those are two things that Joe and I are going to give you one-on-one, you know, after the event, that you're going to be able to schedule time with us. And right there, that's over a $497 value that I'm offering, plus $75 value for just a light therapy session. So you guys are in for a treat. But the investment that you make for yourself today will bring you your prosperity for tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you.
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
everybody.
Take care.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
See you soon.